Hey, how do you think the mercenaries would do in Pokemon? Let's check that out real quick. Starting off with Scout, I don't think he'll have any strategies in mind whatsoever when it comes to catching Pokemon. He's a ladies man, right? He's gonna do something like catch a Lopunny. Not for the reason you think I'm talking about. No, wait a minute. Scout's not like that. No, he's gonna be like, hey, Miss Pauling, I caught a Lopunny. Don't you think it's cute? And Miss Pauling's gonna be like, yeah, but it's the weakest piece of shit I've ever seen. Have you seen the EVs on this thing? I do think that Scout might get a Greninja as his starter because, that's just the most thematic one. Can you imagine? You know how there's Ash Greninja where Ash Mega evolved his Pokemon by connecting with it naturally? Can you imagine a Scout Greninja? He just pulls out a fucking baseball bat and starts beating the shit out of every other Pokemon. Alright, next up, knowing Soldier. Bruh, Soldier's gonna have 4 Voltorbs with Explode, 1 Combi, and 1 Machamp, or Machoke, depending on what you prefer. I'm thinking Machamp. He would love something with 4 fists to fight for freedom. Say that 5 times fast. 4 fists to fight for freedom. Nah, he would have the Combi so it could make honey and he could lather up his Machamp in honey and beat the shit out of people. That's just how it goes with Soldier. And his 4 Voltorbs literally just run in and explode on people. You don't need a strategy if they're fucking dead. Next up, we got Pyro. We all know where this is going. He's getting Charizard. He's getting Heatmor. Heatmor is actually pretty stupid. It's the worst Pokemon I've ever seen. He's getting Magmortar. You know how it goes. He likes fire. All he's gonna do, he's gonna get all his fire Pokemon and he's gonna burn down a bunch of forests. He will not stop until everything is dead. You will never be safe from Pyro. Pyro's a fucking maniac. I can just imagine, who was the officer from Pokemon? Was it Officer Jenny? I can imagine her just chasing Pyro around trying to get him to fucking stop. Alright, next up is Demoman. I can see Demoman have something like Aegislash. Is that what it's called? Aegislash? Hell, maybe even Demoman would seek out Zacian and Zamazenta, because those are the Sword and Shield legendaries. Honestly, it would be a toss-up if he could actually catch one. Who knows? Maybe Demoman would literally just find a sword and beat the shit out of them himself before he catches them, not rely on Aegislash. Oh, I know exactly what Heavy's gonna want. Heavy's gonna want a Machamp, gonna want a Conkeldurr. Man, what others have giant weapons or something that they can use? Maybe he'd want to train a Cubone into a Marowak. Marowak are a little small. They might... Scout should have got Marowak! A Marowak with a bat! Oh my god! Why didn't I think of that earlier? Instead of a bone, it's a bat! Oh well, we already passed Scout. Let's stop talking about that. Heavy gets a Marowak, and he trains that thing to be strong enough to carry like a giant bone and beat the shit out of people. Oh, he'd definitely get Hitmonchan. Maybe Excadrill or Dragonite because of how strong of a dragon type it is. I think definitely Hitmonchan. Heavy's not one of those characters where I could tell how he would act, but I think Heavy would be one of the ones to actually complete the gym challenge. Like, Scout would just dick around, let's be honest. Pyro would be too busy causing fires. Demoman's not... I mean, Demoman's just too lazy to do anything. I really think Heavy will be the only ones to complete the gym challenge. Hey, Heavy could get a Snorlax for obvious reasons that I'm not gonna say. God damn it, I missed giving Bisharp to freaking Demoman. Come on! There are like 2,000 Pokemon. How am I supposed to remember them all? Wait, Bisharp can evolve now? Nobody told me this! Nobody told me this! Alright, next up is Engineer. He's probably gonna get a Pokemon like Tinkaton. Or what was that one that was made of gears? He might try to steal that. Magearna? I think that's what it's called. He'd probably get a Magnezone. Let's see. What other Pokemon fit the bill for this? Miraidon and Porygon work. Most of the ones that Engineer would try to get are either legendary or extremely rare, so yeah, he's gonna have a fun time with that. Except Magnezone. All you gotta do is go to a magnetic area and just... You know what? I think Engineer would be able to just evolve Magnetons by the dozen. He'd just make a giant magnet and then just start evolving that shit. You know what? Can you imagine if Engineer got his hands on a Rotom and the Rotom took over his teleporter and it began just running around teleporting shit and he just couldn't stop it. Oh man, that would be funny. Or if the Rotom took over his freaking health dispenser and it just started spitting out ammo at everybody. Next up is Medic, and I know what you guys are gonna say. Oh, is Medic gonna get an Audino to help him with his medical shit? Sure, why not? I think it's more interesting to give him a flock of Pidove to look after. Like, let's say he's in Pokemon instead of TF2. He's gonna have an Akamedes Pidove. Come on, wouldn't that be cool? And I think that's the only Dove Pokemon. I could be wrong, there might be another. Alright, Medic's gonna do experiments on Pokemon. He's gonna teach us Audino how to do surgeries, which is gonna be freaky. Probably gonna mess with ghost type Pokemon in some way because they're technically spirits. And because they're technically spirits, he might be able to add him to his soul count and continue to never die. Because a lot of the ghost Pokemon are actually the spirits of people and other Pokemon. So yes, Medic will technically do the best of anyone here. The devil will never claim his soul. Next up we got Sniper. Sniper's probably gonna be, out of all of the characters here, the one who really picks his fights specifically. He's gonna be the one who does the research on the people he's about to fight and how to beat them. And watch, he's only gonna use moves that have a 100% chance to hit. And there's a lot of them that you would be surprised. There's like 80 moves that don't miss. It's unbelievable. Sniper's gonna be the kind of person to whittle them down piece by piece and then take that one lucky hit that he needs. Kind of like Spy, except Spy will be incredibly smarter about how he does it. I'm doing these two characters at the same time because they kind of overlap. I think Spy will, more than Sniper, understand the benefit of beating well-trained professionals, and he would probably seek to become a gym leader too. But I feel like where Sniper would use moves like Double Team and Flame Charge, Spy would use combo moves like Rain Dance and Thunder. He would trick his enemy into getting into a position that they can't get out of, while Sniper is simply making his better in every stat. So yeah, that's how I think the Mercenaries would do. What do you think? Leave a comment and have a good day. And also I forgot Sexton Hale would probably be the champion by this point.